Welcome back to Leagues 3 Shattered Relics. What we do next depends on the situation here in the Warriors Guild. First up, the medium task for just showing up. 2 more renown, fantastic. Does the food shop auto restock? Based on the fact there's 4 potatoes with cheese in here, it looks like that's a no. That is unfortunate. With the limited number of worlds and every single person being an Iron Man, that's going to be very contested. So I don't think we can rely on potatoes with cheese to be our food. And that means we need to get food some other way. And honestly, at this point, cakes are just not cutting it. So what I want to do is get my own food. And to do that, we're going to want cooking. Slight problem. That's 20 renown. Less of a problem. We've got all these new skills to play around with. So I'm sure we can scrape together a few more renown. So let's take a look at all the tasks available. I'm going to put my Dragon Scimitar to work, doing a whole bunch of combat-related tasks. First of which, defeat a Moss Giant. Pretty easy. I mean, it is an easy task, so can't be too surprised. Then pop back over to Ardoin for an even easier task. This poor... I guess not this guy. This guy is casting magic against him. We're going to do a little bit faster with our scimitar to hit this poor guy. For another task, defeat a guard. Oh boy. Defeat a guard is an easy task. And all these that we're going to be doing here are easy tasks, culminating with a very easy task compared to a guard. Defeat a tortoise with riders in Kandarin. I don't know if in Kandarin was really necessary, since this is the only place that the tortoise with riders is. But hey, free toad crunchies. I'll take that. Defeat a rock crab in the Fremnik province. Apparently that's also a diary task. I just like fight multiple of them. Not doing the diaries right now, so I'm just going to continue on. Defeat a troll in the Fremnik province. Got an installed troll head from that. Not a bad drop. Be able to make use of those eventually. Defeat a Tsar down here in the Tsar area. Defeat a greater demon. Also, an easy combat achievement. Cool. Combat achievement, a greater foe. And some free prayer XP. Lots of pop-ups there. That just means we're doing good. Defeat a black demon. Specifically in Asgarnia. Easy task. Sure. Reach tier 4. And we got that by doing 2 tasks at once here. Defeat an adult chromatic dragon. And specifically, defeat a blue dragon in Asgarnia. And we've unlocked the Deeper Pockets fragment as our random reward for reaching tier 4. So with tier 4, we get the 4th slot, which is fantastic. Items from some sources will be twice as common, and a random skilling fragment, which was Deeper Pockets. Deeper Pockets. Double loot for pickpocketing. I believe this also doubles along with the rogue's outfit. So 20%, 50%, 100% chance. That is a lot of extra pickpocketing. This is part of the chain magic, which allows all magic attacks to have a chance to attack again, and the personal banker, where you can send half or all of your stuff directly to the bank. That's pretty cool. Now that we have this 4th slot unlocked, we can have the portable waystone running while also leveling up another fragment. So we go through here. I want to get this high alchemy one up higher. There's going to be plenty of alching things we're going to do. So I want to get to as good as it can be, because that's just free money. Ooh, and this one also has the personal banker. So if I use that and the one we just got, we'll be able to bank some stuff while doing skilling. That'll be very convenient. Nice. Now this one just wasn't fair. Defeat an Alcarid warrior. Another easy combat task. Keyword here, absolutely being easy. Defeat a werewolf in Mauritania. And with that, looks like we're heading out into the wilderness for the rest of these tasks here. I don't know if people are actually PKing, but I hope they're not. We'll give it a shot. Defeat a green dragon in the wilderness. And while we're here, we will bury some wyvern or dragon bones. And that one's actually a medium task. And bring this other dragon bone up to the chaos altar, which is sacrifice some bones and sacrifice some dragon bones. Also, pray at the altar is another task. 3 tasks, all in a row. Good stuff. Defeat a chaos dwarf in the wilderness. Conveniently located not too far away from where we just were. Which is more than we can say about the last couple tasks we want to do out here. Defeat a fire giant in the wilderness. And also a combat task. There is one other task I need to do outside the wilderness before we get to the finale here of the easy combat tasks. So I just need to get out of here and go do that. Defeat a troll, specifically in Asgarnia. And now, for the finale here. I teleported here. This is not where we're going. We're going back to the wilderness. And there is the easy task of defeating a lava dragon. My goodness, the spread on these tasks. From an Alcarid warrior to a lava dragon. That sure is something. Also, here's some lava dragon bones, which is a medium task to bury the bones after completing the easy task of killing it. Sure. And we got a fragment, which is more experience in the Enchanted Jeweler. Alright. So that is it for the easy combat tasks. Except for one, but that one's quest locked. So I'm going to move on and take out a few low-hanging fruit, medium combat tasks. Which, honestly, are probably going to be easier than the Lava Dragon. Defeat a Calphite Guardian. Interestingly, the lock here for not getting to the Calphite Queen isn't on the actual tunnel entrance for some reason. And you can just run right past it. So, it's not really stopping me in its current location. But I still think we probably wouldn't be able to go down the actual tunnel. And there's also a smaller one here, next to this crevice. But still. Weird. Another medium task for defeating a crocodile. Pretty easy. We are dying of thirst here, though, so can't get too complacent. And lastly, defeat a Dagonoth. That should be more than enough renown. So now, we can get some unlocks. Cooking, please, for 20. Accept. Very good. And now, with cooking unlocked, I can freely go complete a quest to do some more beginner tasks. Cook's Assistant, when you already have all the ingredients, very quick. For 2,400 cooking XP. Yes, to level 14. And using the Lumberage range is a task. Very good. Also has to do 15 cooking. Easy enough. Now there is another quest that I want to do to keep working on the beginners, and that is Gertrude's Cat, because it gives some more XP. One cat rescued. And we get a kitten. And 12,000 cooking XP. So that's pretty solid. Complete Gertrude's Cat. Very good. 31 cooking from that. Not too shabby. So now we have options for a kitten or a nightmare. We need to grow this cat a little bit. So I think we're going to have them follow us around. But we're going to need to go get some supplies for that. So let's head to Karamja. And that is also a task. To catch a Karambwanji. These are probably the best thing to have for feeding to your cats, since they stack. It's actually incredibly convenient. So I'm going to get some of these, and also get some fishing XP, which is also nice. That worked out pretty well. Got 100 Karambwanji, which will suffice for now. That also got us 20 fishing. So we can move on to fly fishing. Here's the task for successfully cooking 5 pieces of food in a row. Did it with shrimps because that's obviously the easiest thing to cook. So we were successful. All these extra cooking levels coming in pretty handy. Now it's time to actually start the real fishing. And to do that, I want to activate a different relic. So I'm going to unequip Unholy Warrior and equip Deeper Pockets. Because that gives us the set effect of Personal Banker. We only have 2 fragments with this ability, so it's going to bank half of our stuff for us, which is going to be pretty cool. So now we don't have the portable waystone, but that's okay since we're not running all over the place. We're just fishing. So we got our full eye fishing rod, plenty of feathers, and we have some tasks that we want to get done. Along with all these other people also fishing and cooking here. Since we have a permanent fire, we can just cook all the fish we get here, and any fish that head to the bank we can cook later. Super convenient. And also, an easy task in Varrock. Very nice. We're going to be here for a little bit, because the task is to catch a certain number of fish. But it'll all work out. Well, 34 fishing, yes. What we're really here for is the unidentified fragment harvesting. That gets us Catch of the Day fragment. Okay, that sounds like it's definitely going to be useful for fishing, so we're probably going to want to put that on. It's also part of the Personal Banker. Get rare drops from fishing. 1 in 300 chance of retaining a rare item when fishing. 1 in 200, 1 in 80. It's also part of the Unchained Talent. All non-combat skills receive a permanent boost. With 3 fragments, 8 levels. Okay. So we can either switch one of these out or put another one on. It's still only going to give us the 50% chance Personal Banker. I really like all of these. Let's see here. We can switch out any of these for the Catch of the Day. More money from Elks. This is getting close to being done, so we can switch that out. More rune savings. I think I'm going to switch out Arcane Conduit. For no particular reason. We have to make decisions here of which fragments we want to be leveling up. And if we can get a 4th one for this always going to the bank thing, that'd be also convenient. But I'm just fishing. And this whole 50% to the bank thing is going pretty well. We can get to bank these since we're actually over here. So, fragments, Catch of the Day, switched in place. So now we have a chance of getting a rare item when fishing. Fascinating. 1 in 300 though, so not too common yet. We'll see what we can get. Could be fun. And there is the task we were going for. Catch 50 salmon. We got our fishing level high enough here that we can move on to other fish for other tasks. But first, I want to cook all the food that we have in the bank, just to have the maximum cooking level for the cooking tasks that we're also heading towards. And there is all the fish cooked. Got up to 51 cooking from all that. That's pretty impressive. But we're not done with cooking and fishing just yet. We move on to lobsters. Also, I got a lamp here. And they even have it on this interface where you can't choose skills you don't have unlocked. Very smart. Except for rune crafting. I do have rune crafting unlocked, okay. It's gonna be either rune crafting or prayer. Rune crafting is gonna be actually pretty decent later on. So I think of the skills I have unlocked right now, I think I'm gonna go with prayer XP. There's 4,000 prayer XP from a genie lamp. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Time to fish. Lobsters. Another fragment of harvesting. Chef's catch. Okay. That's not part of this set. So if we just go to all set effects unlocked. Chef's catch. Cook caught fish. 20% chance that any fish caught are cooked, granting cooking experience regardless of level requirements. Then it goes to 35%, and then 50%. This is part of the Greedy Gatherer, which doubles and then triples resources. And also Trailblazer. That's pretty good. So this will be fantastic while fishing. That's for sure. So I think we're going to switch this out. I still want to get this maxed, so I think I'm going to switch out Deeper Pockets. Alking and Golden Brick Road, that's just money. Catch of the Day is good for fishing. So I'm going to switch this out for Deeper Pockets over here. We're doing pretty good here on catching the lobsters. Nearly to the amount required for another task. But now they'll start being cooked for us also, which is pretty neat. Yeah, we're really close to being done with catching lobsters. Well, we'll probably return to catching lobsters after it's all said and done. But for now, Chef's Catch instead of Deeper Pockets. So our effects are still Personal Banker, because we still have the 2 that actually count for that. Okay. Looks good. I don't think I've gotten any of the random drops from the Catch of the Day. Well, that's okay. A few more lobsters to catch. And there's the task. Catch 100 lobsters. That's really good. Another medium task completed. Now, we are going to need a few more lobsters here, because there's another task to cook lobsters, and we're not at a point quite yet where we will never burn lobsters. So I'm probably just going to finish filling up this inventory and see if that's enough. Oh boy, there's our first reward from our Catch of the Day, a sapphire. It just gives you access to the regular rare drop table. So a lot of it is not exactly the most exciting. But that's okay. It's just free stuff. And I will take some free stuff. And there we go. Cook 100 lobsters. Another medium task. So we'll be done with lobsters for the time being. And we move on to swordfish. And I guess technically tuna. Those are also going to happen. The goal here is the swordfish, though. And there's the fishing task that I was trying to do. Catch 50 swordfish. And now I'm going to go hunt a pheasant, because why not? How many tails did you want? 2? I'm not sure if the cooked and or banked fish count towards the fishing tasks. But that just means we get a couple extra fish, so I'm not too worried about that. And some lederhosen. Awesome. Fantastic. I think that should be enough fishing for right now. So I'm going to cook up all of my tuna and swordfish that we have in here. And we've got, well, just a few. And then we can return to where we started and head to the Warriors Guild. And as a bonus, there is a 750 total level for another medium task completed. There's more total level tasks. And there are some of the more awkward ones to deal with this league, since you have to actually unlock the skills to be able to get very many levels whatsoever. But that's just more free points. Very nice. There's an interesting task. Drink a strength potion. Down here at the Warriors Guild, fighting my black armor. Everybody is looking ridiculous. We got Mithril, we got Green D'hide. It's a hot mess all over the place. We're getting some Warriors Guild tokens. So that's progress. For me. I should really get some combat fragments going. Which I was reminded by this unidentified combat fragment. And it is Venom Master. Okay. Probably gonna have something to do with venom. Taking a wild guess. Apply poison and poison immunity. Your attacks have a chance to inflict 3 poison damage. Then 5, and additionally you're immune to being poisoned. Then 7, and you're immune to poison and venom. It's part of the fast metabolism set for 4 times hit points regeneration. And the absolute unit, where you take reduced damage from monsters, and any damage you take post-reduction is reflected. Interesting. Okay. So, being able to fish better is not going to be helping me at all right now. So I'm going to go in here and figure out what I want my new perks to be. We are really getting enough fragments to really make some choices here. So here's what I've gone with. We have Unholy Warrior, which will increase our accuracy once we drain our prayer. We've got Clued In for extra clue scroll drops. Unholy Wizard, solely for the set effect of Draken's Touch, which will heal us for 5% of our damage 50% of the time. So basically 2.5%. And we've got Venom Master to inflict poison damage. So our total effects here are melee accuracy, better clue scroll drops, inflicting poison, and Dragon's Touch for the passive hit points recharge. It's only hit points, so that means that we won't need to worry about it restoring our prayer, because that would negate the effect of the Unholy Warrior. But yeah, we're actually starting to get a few things going together. Actually have enough, we can actually do something here. So that's awesome. Dragon's Touch is really working out. Barely have to eat any food while we're fighting the black armor here. It's just all around going to be a great thing to have on the account. But here is another fragment. And it is some experience in Venom Master. Okay. That is a step closer to being immune to poison. And eventually immune to venom. And doing poison damage. And all that. We're currently using it, so why not? There is the Bronze Defender. And I think that's going to be the only one we're getting right now. There are far too many people up here in the Warriors Guild. So you're basically going to be stuck with one spawn, and it's just incredibly slow. But, to be honest, our only shield was the anti-dragon shield. So Bronze Defender is probably just about as good. Doesn't give any strength bonus, unfortunately. But hey, it's not like the rest of our gear is really up to scratch anyways. So I think we're going to call it here. I will return here eventually when it's like twice as fast to do it, because there's enough Cyclopses to go around. Until then, we've got a decent amount of renown to work with, plenty of tasks to do, skills, such and such. So I'll figure out what I want to do next time. Goodbye.